lot, like really strong, sort of tough chicks, just so everyone, like, help women feel more empowered.
How do you feel about the forward warrior spirit?
It's great, having everybody walking around and just like so many artists like right up next to each other. Everyone's talking and communicating and like complimenting each other's work. It's a really nice community event.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the public?
Appreciate art, it makes the city better.
My name is Zipporah Joelle, also known as Zippy, and this is going to be an amazing Maynard of a woman. She has no name at the moment, but yes, a little Maynard. Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. What are the ideas behind this piece, and have they changed at all throughout the process?
Well, you know, with Astoria being so close, and then Cabbagetown not too far away, this is pretty, I consider this a drinking strip.
Yeah.
So, you know, like Maynads in history were the drunken nurses of Dionysus. So I wanted to make like a patron saint for the block.
Yeah,
you know, like
cool.
so that was my idea. Yes, you know.
Awesome.
So we're gonna get our horns and stuff going up there.
Cool.
It's gonna be pretty rad.
Awesome. Well, why do you think muralism is such a cool art form to showcase work like this, as opposed to other forms like in a gallery?
I guess it's more accessible.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people that aren't from here get to see us without having to, you know, make sure they catch a show day.
Yeah.
And it's also like, it's kind of like me where I get to be very loud.
Yeah.
You know, since it's not like this big, so you just like walk up and like, whoa, she painted a huge woman.
Yeah,
you know,
people are confronted with it when they walk around.
Exactly.
Cool.
So a lot of my work is based around like florals, very feminine, kind of feminine energy and things like that. And so I do a lot of female figures and stuff with my work. And then I have a play on colors, so a lot of my work is very colorful.
How do you feel about the Forward Warrior event?
I love it. This is my third year doing it, and it's been great. It's fun seeing like friends that are whether they're new artists or artists that come back every year, and it's a great time for all of us to kind of catch up because we don't see each other. We all get really busy with our schedules, so it's really fun, and you get inspired because everybody is incredible. This piece is based on a figure that I did, so it's kind of like a face. It's kind of I'm actually kind of stumped on that one. I haven't thought about it yet. I kind of improv with my work, so I kind of start somewhere and then it kind of changes and changes, and then towards the end I kind of have like this whole inspiration aspect that kind of comes to me.
What inspires most of your art?
Probably nature and patterns.
How do you feel about Forward Warrior?
Great, really fun.
What's the story behind this piece?
I've been painting this wall since 2012. I first painted it for the neighborhood association, and then it just needs to be repaired, and it's gotten tagged up a couple times, so I completely repainted it last year, and now I'm fixing a little tag and I'm gonna repaint the inside of that figure.
My name is Christina Kwan. I am an Atlanta-based artist. I mainly do work on paper, but every now and then I like to do a mural.
Nice.
So, as you can probably tell, there's a bunch of flowers in my work. I've always loved flowers. They're a universal symbol. And for this mural, I really wanted to focus on the proteas. It's a South African flower. Well, it's mainly found in South Africa, and they represent transformation and change and hope.
Okay.
And I just felt like now was a good time to have that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So when I do paint flowers, I tend to use certain flowers for inspiration that kind of, I choose flowers that have petals that mimic the marks that I naturally make as a painter. So like a protea is a great example of that, in that there's a lot of petals and it has that like movement. So any flower like a peony or tiger lilies or anything that has like a very full outward movement is really the flowers I'm drawn to most. And then sometimes I'm drawn to orchids as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Jessica Caldas, and this is Aria Bates.
And I'm Krista Jones.
And I'm Angela Bortone.
And the mural doesn't have a title yet. I usually wait until I'm done with a piece before I title it.
Yeah, it's a working title. Awesome. Can you share kind of the idea behind the piece and if your ideas changed about it all in your process?
Sure. So I wanted to make a piece that dealt with the sort of recent crisis at the border where immigrant families are being separated at the borders. So it's going to feature portraits of us with our children, as well as a phrase in Spanish, which basically means it's like the same kind of phrase as a chip off the old block, but the literal translation basically says what you own is not stolen.
Wow.
And then it's got this wallpaper pattern that I use in a lot of my work that is slowly transforming into chain link fence.